Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your latest Twin Flame reading. I've been away for a couple of days, but thank you for sending me some messages. Everything is fine. I've been busy with some of my personal matters, and yesterday of course we had Thanksgiving. Hopefully for those of you who celebrate, you had a wonderful time. You made it nice and joyful for yourself, whatever it means. In your case, whether it's a big family gathering or just being with your significant other or with your friends or a friend, or just by yourself. You can always find a way to be happy and to do something fun. And to be thankful, of course, to everybody else, but also to yourself for how far you've come. Somebody needed to hear that today. Okay, so I'm doing this reading a little bit off my usual schedule. I'm still getting back into the groove. So I'm gonna do a special Divine Masculine reading. Right now we're gonna check what's going on with Divine Masculines and where they're headed in terms of the journey. So I will start with an Oracle deck, with one of my favorites, the Wisdom of the Oracle, and we'll see what's going on. What kind of guidance do we have for Divine Masculines at this time? Don't forget that, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And of course, if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. In December, I'm gonna do more of my extended readings. A couple of you asked me about that, so I'll do more of those. In different format as well. I'll do pick a pile, I'll do for like, are you in connection, not in connection, or kind of in between, on and off. And yeah, and I'll do just general energy readings with extended versions, with additional questions. I will give you a sample of what the extended would be, and then we'll see. Okay, so we got two cards. We have a higher power, number 4, 11 kind of vibe, and we have 33, which is the master teacher number. It's the master number of master teacher. Chaos and conflict. So you see, through chaos and conflict, Divine Masculines are becoming that master teacher that they will be when they're in mission with you. And the higher power, yes, they're learning to listen to their higher power, and then it helps them to resolve chaos and conflict, and so that they can teach others how to use this, right? Because usually Divine Masculines are a little bit less on the spiritual side, just by the nature of their energy, and it's harder for them to connect as easily to the divine, or like to say, okay, yeah, now I'm gonna meditate, I'm gonna get an answer. Right? I know with my DM, I definitely have that situation where it's difficult to even go through a meditation, let alone get some answers from the beyond, But you need to start somewhere, right? It builds up like a muscle memory. It gets easier and easier with time. So since Divine Masculines will be, or are, what we can see, are going through that fresh, they will have that fresh knowledge to share with other people, how they found their way, their spiritual selves, their spiritual path. Because a lot of them, and I'll start shuffling for the energy, will get the 5D, the 3D, and the connection vibe. How Divine Masculines are seeing and feeling the connection. So 5D, 3D, and then the connection, please. For a lot of them, they have to leave behind seemingly important things in their life to get onto the spiritual path and to be in union with the idea. So that's also part of, and like, you don't just get to that decision just because, right? Because they already had a lot. So if this is just, I don't know, another person, another something that they don't even understand, like, why would they do it? Unless they really see the results, they believe in it, they have that inner feeling, right? But it's also a process to get there. Okay, and one more please for the connection. Maybe not one. Gotcha. Bottom of the deck, the strength. very masculine energy. It's Leo energy, actually. All right, we've got Three of Swords on the 5D. We have Eight of Wands on the 3D. I like that. And we have Two of Wands in reverse for the connection. I'm gonna get some clarifications and we'll get started. All right, Ace of Pentacles. Please clarify Eight of Wands. Please clarify Two of Wands in reverse. Thank you. Wow, Four of Wands here. And bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. But it kind of was there already, so I wouldn't put too much in it. But I would say that it's a strength I'm getting from this. Oh wow, and we have Lovers underneath that and the Hangman. Wow. For me, this combination, like because they were both on the bottom of the decks, is the strength to take up this new opportunity. And this new opportunity is on the, like, from the spiritual path. So this is something new and different for Divine Masculines. It's something very specific. I don't know, maybe it's a specific job that's new to them. Maybe it's certain opportunity for communication with Divine Feminine. You know, it could be even something in their karmic life, but that will drive them towards the spiritual path. But it's something new. And that's why there is doubt, right? A lot of times. Yeah, so it's a strength to be taking that opportunity. They are taking that opportunity. Now for 5D space, we've got Three of Swords clarified by Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's definitely some pain that pain on their heart space that they're supposed to heal. So heart chakra definitely needs a lot of healing. And I see like rain here. To me, it looks like tears. So some of them may actually be crying because of how things are turning out in their, like what's happening on their heart space right now. Their heart chakra is opening up. That's what I'm hearing. It's expanding. Their heart space is expanding, and it's a new feeling. And it's, of course, like first it's a shock of like what is happening, and then you get into that, like once your heart chakra is awake, you feel so much more distinctly what's going on with yourself and how other people are treating you, whether it's a healthy relationship or not. And of course, a lot of times in our karmic lives, a lot of relationships are not healthy, let's just be honest, right? And they're there for a reason, right? I'm not denying that. But generally speaking, they're there to give us some lessons, you know, or for us to just show the strength to walk away from those, right? And Divine Masculines are kind of with their heart space, they're seeing more distinctly which relationships are and which aren't working in their life, which ones where people are taking advantage of them, or maybe they are kind of in the mode where they're trying to do what people are expecting of them, you know, kind of people-pleasing patterns and stuff like that. And that's preventing them from growing in their material possessions, in their financial abundance. It's a block. That heart chakra space that was abused becomes a block, right? Because they basically letting other people treat them badly. That's the realization. That's all the crying is from that. It's not even necessarily that something new happens. I'm getting for a lot of them, it's not even that necessarily some external events are happening. It's this realization that suddenly strikes them that they have so many people around them that do not treat them well, generally speaking, right? And because, like, basically that means that they have been mistreating themselves in a way by letting other people do it to them, right? They haven't built those healthy boundaries, and that's what's preventing them from the abundance. For 3D, we have Eight of Wands clarified by the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so I'm getting there is an opportunity for communication with the close surrounding at this time, maybe in the nearest future. And they definitely want to have this. For some of you, it's with the DF. Some of the situations, for some, it's just people who are like physically, literally, you know, next to them in their day-to-day life. Could be karmic partners, families, bosses at work, whoever they spend a lot of energy with. If they spend a lot of time with you, this could be you, of course, divine feminines listening. But for the majority, I'm getting that it's not the DF, it's other people in their life. And they're saying it's time to set the record straight. And if they feel like they are in debt to that person, they want to repay it. If they feel like those other people have been abusing their kindness or their generosity, whatever else, right? Their willingness to help, they are seeing that clearly and they're communicating like, that's not what I'm looking for, right? Why are you like trying to set it straight? With the Hierophant also, it's this clarity, right? It's making something internal external. When we speak about High Priestess, it's more about internal knowing. The Hierophant is about externalizing the knowledge, right? So it's almost like they are spreading the word to the two people around them. It's like, guys, this is not the way to do it. Or like, why are we even here? Or why am I doing this? Why am I wasting my time on that? It's like this preaching power, but I get a sense that they're the preacher in this case, that they're telling others now, like unraveling all of those different knots. We saw chaos and conflict at the beginning, right? And higher power. So they, with that connection to the higher power, they're now seeing how much chaos and conflict is in their life, and that they don't want to live their life like that anymore. For the connection and how they see it, we have 2 of Wands in reverse, clarified by Page of Swords and 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, so they're not making a choice to go for the connection yet. Like, they understand that although they are now with this heart chakra awakening, they have a lot more clarity of how they're feeling towards the divine feminine. But at this time, they make a decision not to go for it, not to take action, right? That's the decision to stay where they are. They realize that they're in this page energy where they've started seeing the truth around them and kind of using their sword of truth to kind of cut out things and people that are not serving them. But they still don't feel that they are in their resource, that they're not, they're exhausted basically. That their energy has been used up by other people through different obligations that they had, and it wasn't invested in the connection. They understand that, and they know that they need some time to kind of recharge, recuperate, and redistribute how they use that time, their energy, so that they feel more confident and more in their power when they come about to Divine Feminine to talk about where they are and how important you are to them and all of those things. It's pretty cool. I also have a Spirit Junkie deck with me, so I'm gonna pull a card or two from here to see what's the relevant advice, what's the affirmation for divine masculines at this time, right? So we're now moving, so we looked at what the situation is now. We're moving towards the guidance. What's next? What should they be focusing on at this time? Some guidance for divine masculines for this collective, please. What's important to remember now on their twin flame journey? All right, we got a couple of cards. Wow, got 3 actually. Love this. I send the prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle. You see it as the heart chakra awakening, feeling this deep level love to everybody around. I celebrate all the greatness in my life. Okay, so this is giving thanks. It's very relevant for Thanksgiving, actually. It's safe to ask for help. People want to support me. Okay, so it's another big topic, asking for help. Yes, so, divine masculines listening or divine feminines who are in communication with their divine masculines at this time, please remind them that they can ask for help. They can ask you for help. They can talk to their friends, maybe to a mentor, even to a therapist if that's relevant, right? But there are people around who want, maybe even to a professional advisor, like if this is a legal issue, for example, right? Or, I don't know, financial situation, anything, right? That there are people who can help. So yeah, let's see. So we've got giving thanks, sending a prayer of love, and asking for help. Okay, one more question will be, how can divine masculines move closer to union, move their energy and their space closer to union? What action should be taken at this time in their 3D life? I've got the Emperor. Wow, beautiful. Let's pull the clarifier as well. Just clarify the Emperor. This is the Aries energy, number 4. Had number 4 in the beginning was high power. So actually I'm getting this numbers 4 and 4. I'm getting that they are supposed to become so connected with their higher power that they are kind of they become the mouth of the, like, you know, the implementation of that higher power in the, I mean, that's the truth, right? But like literally that they get those downloads, those messages, and they become the person who spreads it around, and that wisdom, that teaching, right, kind of becomes the manifestation of that higher power in this lifetime. Oh wow, 7 of Swords, clarified by 7 of Swords. So yeah, and we saw the page of, I was talking about the sword of truth, right? So it's super important. And yeah, I mean, here we don't really have a sword, but anyway. So the Emperor is all about holding, standing in power, holding control. And it's not to abuse the word control of like trying to control others, right? But stay in control of your destiny, making conscious decisions, not fooling yourself that if you are, you know, making other people happy, that you are doing the right thing, that that's the ultimate goal, right? No, self-love comes first, and decisions that are healthy for you first of all, divine masculines. It's very important to stay in this strength, in this power, in your masculine self right now. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna pull some messages from divine masculine. And today I feel guided to use this deck of cards. So let's see what kind of messages divine masculines have for divine feminines right now, for our collective. Listening, watching. And remember that, you know, twin flames mirror each other. So if your DM is now trying to kind of unhook from certain things and become more honest in their life, think about maybe there is something that you can do to kind of speak more truth in your reality, and maybe work also on like unhooking from certain things that take up your energy but are not bringing value really. I do see myself settling down with you. That's beautiful. Yeah, so we saw the 4 of Wands, right? And I was talking about that they see you're the one and they see you together, but they're just not acting on it just yet because they're not feeling strong enough at this moment. You're so different to what I'm used to, but I love that. Beautiful. Unhealthy attachments. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about, right? People around divine masculines that have been taking advantage of them one way or another, that easily could be unhealthy attachments. Yeah, I'm not getting anything else right now. For some of you, of course, it could be some unhealthy habits. Take it how it resonates if you know about it. But yeah, generally speaking, divine masculines are busy working out, sorting out their life right now. Okay, I hope this has been good for you. Thanks very much for staying with me. Bye, everyone.